Hey guys, it's Nathan from Psycho Culture in the middle of my cabinet studio recording a few videos. Something came up recently that's got me a little concerned. It's the Captain America Civil War movie. I'm not concerned with how it's going to be. After all the reviews I've seen, all the talk of it, they're saying that this movie is absolutely spectacular. As in, this is probably one of the greatest comic book movies of all time, which is great, fantastic here. I love hearing that. But a lot of people are having concerns in regards to that this movie is going to be compared endlessly with Batman vs. Superman. And I see why. It's not because, well, some people will use the stupid excuse of, it's Marvel vs. DC. No, stop it with that. Enough with that bullshit. That is a poor man excuse. It's just a fucking load of bullshit. It's like, yes, they're both different companies, but they both fall under the same genre. Superheroes. That is the whole point of it. So they're going to be comparing these two movies together because I know for a fact that they both share similar concepts. Now, for those of you who don't know what Civil War is about, Civil War is about superheroes who are going to be having this ideological clash of should we obey the government who's going to control all our actions, basically our lives as superheroes, or should we remain independent and keep the responsibility of destruction and the responsibility of saving the world on our shoulders alone. And that is kind of a similar based concept to what Batman versus Superman was. Superman was a hero who had such unimaginable power that when the whole metropolis got destroyed, the government in this movie, Batman vs. Superman, thought, we have to get this guy under control. We have to know what's his agenda. We have to know what is his goal. And that is where the comparisons will start. Where they'll have, Batman versus Superman. Batman will be the outlaw vigilante who actually somewhat agrees with the government and agrees he has to take out Superman, while Superman will remain independent because, he believes in fighting for truth, justice, and all that righteous shit. And I think that is where the comparisons are going to come in, because I know without a doubt that there's always going to be comparisons with this kind of stuff. It's just a fucking inevitability, because there are fans and there are people who will just go to the extreme to do that, and they have every right to do so, even though I think it's really, really stupid. I mean, people should be happy that we have Marvel and DC, existing at the same time with all this content they're releasing, with all the CW, Netflix, Marvel, DC movies, all that stuff. It's like, why should you be fucking upset? And I do admit, there's preferences. Some people say, oh, Netflix's Daredevil is 10 times better than the Arrow, which I'm going to have to agree, because Arrow kind of lost interest in me, while Daredevil's Netflix was just unfucking believably spectacular. The Flash is always is up there with Daredevil for me. Like, Flash has that lighthearted humor that embraces the comic book while still being pretty fucking cool, while Daredevil is just like so grounded and so amazing, and the characters are so complicated. It's like cinema level stuff. And I see these people, this kind of reminds me of the whole Marvel vs. DC in general. Why am I bringing this up? Because it's kind of an annoyance, really, to see these people, complain about Marvel versus DC. Marvel's better than DC. DC's better than Marvel. I'm going to turn this into a psycho session eventually, because this warrants a much more aggressive kind of thing. But the reason I'm doing this is because of the upcoming release of Captain America Civil War. It's a constant annoyance seeing fans who should be happy, who should appreciate the fact that we have all these amazing movies, amazing, entertainment and content coming out on a weekly to monthly basis. They should be fucking screaming for joy that we have this. Yet, yet they fucking yell like, oh no, this is better, that is better. Like, listen, I do understand preference. I will not deny you that. Some people do prefer DC over Marvel and vice versa and all that stuff. But for God's sake, respect and love the fact that you're getting this. You are having this opportunity to receive all this amazing, just this gift from the people at Marvel Studios and Warner Brothers and CW and Marvel's Netflix. They're giving us all this amazing content. Don't slam the living fuck out of the other side unless it's warranted. Unless it really is warranted. Like, Batman vs. Superman got slammed by a lot of critics. I personally really liked it. The more I saw it, the more I actually appreciated it more and more and more. But the way it's shaping up, when I'll see Civil War, I feel as though I'm gonna, like, no doubt love this movie more than Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, because it just looks better, because it feels as though it was made with a lot more care, and it also had the benefit of being made over more time, because this movie has been made, like, indirectly in the works for 8 years, since the start of Iron Man all the way up to now. It has that advantage. But, God, the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is that we are right now living in a golden era of comic book movies. We're living in a golden era, for all you nerds out there, we're living in a golden era of entertainment in general. We're getting a lot of new, amazing anime and manga. We're getting a lot of great things in comic books with the superheroes. Also, for you wrestling fans out there, we're getting NXT and the indie circuit, which is amazing. We're having a lot of great things in entertainment coming out on a weekly basis. And when I see people gripe and bitch and complain and act like they think they know what's best, that does kind of bother me. Like, no, that does bother me. Doesn't kind of. It really bothers me. Because just because you scream and you petition and you cry and you whine and you bitch, I'm sorry to say this, you're still going to pay to go see that movie. And they're going to listen to the money, not your voice. They're going to listen to them. So they're going to listen to the cash flowing in from the box offices, from the internet, from anywhere, and then they're going to be like, a lot of people paid to see this thing, even though online they said it was shit. Well, I guess we're going to have to make the same thing, because they're going to see it anyway. And if you say, oh, there were times where, you know, the fans won out, yeah, that's far and way too few in between. So, listen, guys, all I'm saying is, the whole point of this video is just be happy with the shit that you have. Be happy with all these heroes coming out. Be happy with all this manga, all this entertainment that we have at our disposal, and then we could just go online, type it up, get it in an instant. Because if you don't appreciate it, if you don't like it at all, it's gonna go away faster than you expect. If you want to go away, it will go away, and then you'll just be left with an empty void of nothing. So just, for God's sake. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It won't go away. If you stop watching it, it doesn't matter. Because there are still millions and millions of others who are more than willing to just line up and just throw money at whatever they want to see. Now, did this video have a point? No, I just wanted to ramble. This is something on my mind. It'll be a psycho session later on, guys. But yeah, this is just me rambling. I had nothing better to do. I did my essays and all that stuff. So yeah, I was just rambling. I ramble a lot. I have a lot I want to talk about. And thanks to YouTube, I can do it! Yay! So anyways, guys, that's all I have to say for now. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. All that other good shit. You know, spread this love around. Get this message out. Like, you know, for anybody who's willing to listen. Subscribe and everything, please. I would love that. Because I love entertaining people. And I love hearing my own voice. Yeah. Because I talk out of my own ass sometimes, but that's how it is. And anyways, as always, guys, endure the pain, because that is what life is about. Later.